Yo, what is going on YouTube? This is Sam from TeamSamuraiX1 here, and today guys I'm with my buddy Dylan. And Dylan, what'd you do this past weekend, man?
I went 7-0 at London Regionals.
Okay, yeah, so this past weekend we had like a London Regional in Canada, Ontario, and you came first, 7-0 with Spirals. You know, and the format begins, man. How are you liking this deck so far, Dylan?
I think it's really good. I think it has like a lot of trouble going second, and especially against ABC going second. But I saw a lot of ABC, so I just played cards to beat that. And the mirror match is like, it's kind of like Zoo. When Zoo case first came out, no one really knew how to play the mirror match. And I knew how to play the mirror match, and it takes a lot of skill in the mirror match. So you just gotta play cards to beat it. So let's get into it.
Alright, let's get to the deck profile, buddy.
So for hand traps, I played 9. I played 1 Maxi.
1 Maxi?
It's Maxi. You draw it, it's like really good. You can draw into other hand traps, that's why it's so good. 3 Ash Blossom. This is like a staple this format.
Is this like mandatory now?
Yeah, you have to play 3. If you like, it's really tough to beat the mirror if you either don't see this Droll or Reaper.
Yeah. One question.
Yeah.
For those who are playing Spirals for the very first time and wanting to counter the deck, what's the best way to ash to your opponent in the mirror match?
I definitely recommend always ashing the Helix if you can. If their hand's bad and they can't play, then you should ash the Machine Dupe, but you can't assume that, and it's not once per turn. So I think the safe bet is definitely ashing the double Helix, because the play becomes very awkward if you can't summon a Master Plan, which gets you 3 free cards.
Yes.
So that's why I recommend ashing that. So then for rest of the hand traps, I played 1 Ghost Reaper.
Why 1?
Because when I was testing 10 hand traps, I drew too many and I couldn't combo off.
Yes.
But with 9 hand traps, I always saw 1. It was just really weird, you know what I mean? Plus, this is game in the mirror match. I did this once and it was just broken. So the rest of them, 3 Drone Lockbird. This card's crazy. I actually, you guys know Hanko Chow. He was playing Gamma, and that's savage, but I played around it, and the card's like really, really good in the mirror, but shouts to Hanko. And then the last hand trap, because it's searchable, is DD Crow. You gotta play DD Crow. I think I'm gonna cut it in future lists because it doesn't come up as much. And after the results of YCS Dallas in the regional that I played, I think it's all gonna be Spiral, so I don't think DD Crow is that great in that matchup. That's all the hand traps. Let's get into monsters. So the questionable card was Spiral Tough.
Okay, so why do you play this card in the main?
Because like, once you get a board going, it's hard to stop. And this card like outs problematic cards. You could special summon it off the double Helix. So if they ask you for the turn, right?
Yes.
And they set up back row or maybe like a floodgate. Like I played like a mirror match where the guy went second and kept in mistakes with a bunch of hand traps. That was really good. He didn't know I was playing this, so I summoned it. I knew the top card of his deck. I called it right, popped his mistake. I then revealed 1 for 1 in my hand, and I won the game from there.
Yeah.
So that's why I played this card.
So this card is able to just basically prop problematic floodgates on the field.
Pretty much. And it actually came up in testing when people would set in triple anti-spell.
Yeah.
You can normal summon this, call anti-spell, you know, agent, call it right special, make double Helix go off.
Okay.
That's why I did it. And then 2 super agent. You only need 3 warriors. I didn't play Rhoda because that can get drolled in resolution. But this is really good because I think you need the 3 4s because you're trying to make, when you go first, or if you brick in the mirror match, you're trying to make this.
Yes.
This card's game in the mirror match.
Yes.
Because people don't know how to play around it yet. So basically, when Firewall, when cards that points to it leaves the field, you special these from hand, you make a free Baguska, you win.
Yes. That's
why I played that, and obviously it's super agent, I gotta play it Spirals. Then the standard 3 quick fix 3 drone. This card's broken. This card's also broken.
Yeah, because it's not once per turn, man. It's,
honestly, like I had quick fix Machine Dupe a lot. I actually did not choose to use it, and that's where the skill comes into the deck. Because that play loses to Droll or any hand trap. They ash double Helix, you're losing that game. You go this, dupe this, you can just play through so much. And they can't Droll you until you get your quick fix ad or your master plan ad.
Yes.
It's just so much better. So that's why I played that. And then the 2 like bricks Spirals are 1-1. I didn't play Last Resort.
How come?
There's cards in the mirror match to out this, and you don't. It's a very good card equipped to Sleeper, but I felt like it was a win more card, and I felt like the deck needed cards that was able to let it play through back row and go second, which is why I made deck so many hand traps.
Yes.
And I played, I think everybody's playing it now, this. So this is my out to my opponent's Sleeper with a Master Plan equipped to it. So basically, which is really gross, guys, what you can do is you can summon this, attack into their Sleeper. Since it doesn't target, you take it, put it to a zone it points to, swing with Sleeper over their double Helix, and then you go effect in main phase 2, pop their whole board.
Wow.
It's actually so gross.
Okay.
Yeah. And if they have if they put the Master Plan under it, you can keep doing it over and over and over again.
Yeah.
You keep popping 2 cards for free. So that's why I did not play Last Resort. And if you're playing like a really skillful mirror, they can activate Resort, which is what I did in round 6 to win. they're gonna activate resort, and you're gonna have to pop the resort, right?
Yes.
They have another one. They just make 4 monsters. They make the barrel load. You lose. So
Okay.
that's all my Spyral monsters.
So what's the best thing to pop like in the mirror match if you have the sleeper board already?
If you're going first and you draw the nuts, right? You're gonna have a utility wire set, so you always utility wire back the resort, because then you know the top card of their deck.
Yes.
And they don't get the search, and you can target their stuff now. So that's really important. But you know, sometimes you don't have the out to the resort, and it costs you the game because they make barrel load or firewall, and they just start bouncing on your crap.
Correct.
It's the mirror match, right? You can't really do anything about it. And then the one to Yugioh, because I did play it. I think it's really good. It's questionable until Link Rebo comes out, but once Link Rebo comes out, this card is nuts.
How come?
Because you can literally make a Link with the quick fix that you normal summon.
Yeah.
You make a Link Rebo, and then you search the big red off the quick fix. You big red out that quick fix and keep going. It's actually crazy. And you can make Ancient Fairy, add to hand special, you go nuts, right?
Yes.
So that's why I played the Yugioh. And let's get into spells. So really sorry about this, guys, but I used 2 double summon yesterday.
Double summon. So this is double summon. Okay.
Yeah. So I actually don't like the card. I think it's terrible. I think the idea of cards like this are bad.
How
but
come?
I played it yesterday because when I walked into the room, I saw a lot of people playing ABC because obviously Spyral right now is like really expensive to play with firewalls and all the hand traps you need to play. Shouts to Game Nation for sponsoring me for that. But for this, like, I think it's really good going second, and there's some cool combos with like quick fix drone. So it's pretty good. Only 2 because it breaks. And then I opted to play the max amount of field spells I could because you need to see this card going second in the mirror match because they can't target anything.
Yes.
So Sleeper becomes dead and Firewall becomes dead.
Yes.
You just don't commit to anything until you make barrel load, and then you just win the game.
Yes.
And then the 2 bricks, obviously you have to play Oracle and Dragon Ravine. So
Yeah,
like,
Marine's not really a brick.
Reviewing's not really a brick because you can discard the trap and then go off.
Yeah.
Which I actually did that once today when I bricked. But ideally you don't really want to see this in your hand because you want better cards, right?
Yes.
And but this card is, I didn't want to play magical mid-breaker field, and people did that to me. But what you can do if you're playing this Spyral mirror match, guys, is once they set the magical mid-breaker side of your field, you activate it and then you chain Sabotation and you out it. But there's no out to this unless you're main decking a Zephyr card. And if you're main decking a Zephyr card, your deck's already brick.
Yes.
So not really worried about that. So max amount of field spells, guys. I recommend it. And it plays around evenly matched going second. When they go second, obviously. And then the 1 big red, this card's really bad to draw at more than 1. So I only opted to play 1. Shoutouts to the Italian, Markio. He actually built my list, so big shoutouts to him.
Question. So
Yes.
the reason why you only play 1 is because your turn is not going to be basically last more than 1 turn, basically.
Yeah, and a lot of the times, if you watch my games, you're trying to play the mirror match as skillfully as possible because both your decks are broken. Both your decks can do the same thing. They draw the nuts, you have to counter it, right? So sometimes I'll hold this, and you only need 1. I didn't want to draw more brick cards that don't do anything unless you have a starter. That's why I only played that. And then the broken cards, holy, these cards,
Like you win.
they're so good. Oh my god. And then, you know, the standard gross. I actually only drew this. I only started drawing this in my last 3 games against my best opponents. So, shouts to them. These cards are nuts. This card's actually like so good. I saw people at Dallas not playing this card. I was so confused.
Yes.
You make such a big board with it. But a lot of times, like, I don't opt to make such a big board, and I keep like 4 cards in hand to just go off next turn. If they're losing their battle phase to evenly match, they're in a bad spot, right? So that's 6. And then the 2 traps. I don't play 2 of this because this card's like, if you're going in a situation where you're summoning back Master Plan and getting greedy, if they drill you on that play, if you're playing more than 1, it's just so bad.
Yeah.
And you only need 1. If you're overextending that much to where you need 2, you're losing the game to evenly match or board wipe.
Yeah.
So that's why I did not decide to play 2, and then obviously you play 1. Standard. Let's get into side.
Side deck.
My deck was 43 cards. Sorry.
43?
Yeah. Monsters, 1 Buster,
The side deck.
Reapers, 2 artifact cards. So this plays around evenly matched, and this is game going first in the game. Funny story, round 6 against Ryan Hines, shoutouts to him, I bricked. I drew both of these and a Sanctum. But I had drone agent, so I made like a big board, but he had droll. So I was losing that game. He called agent right, special, popped my Scythe. I summoned Scythe, and he couldn't summon from extra deck. Next turn, I proceeded to OTK him with like 10k on board. So that's
crazy.
really gross. Yeah. Shouts to him for that. Sorry, buddy. 2 Ghost Reaper for the mirror match when you go second. It's like game. It's actually so awkward. People reapered me all the time today, but like there was like there are a few combos with Firewall where you can like kind of make a Baguska and then pass and then hope that gets you there in the mirror, which it usually does. That's really good. So that's it for monsters. Only 5 monsters in this side. 2 Twin Twister. This card's really good. Like, I don't know if you play Rogue, Paleo. It's also really good going first against Trickster, which is actually really popular at the event and at Dallas, I heard. 1 System Down, 1 Regeki, 1 Dark Hole. These are all going second cards. I do not have Evenly Matched, and these cards were actually better for me. If I swapped them out for Evenly Matched in the time, they were actually better. Because people in the mirror match got greedy and they try to make this big board. They don't make IB. I always make IB no matter what. They don't make IB, you board wipe them, and then you don't give up your battle phase so you can clear the double helix. That's the problem with Evenly Matched, right?
Yeah.
Because they still get a monster. They make a fat board, they keep Baguska, you still lose. You gave up your battle phase as well. That's the only way to get over it.
Yes.
So that's 5 spells. And I played 5 traps, 3 Sanctum because you need to draw it. And what's really gross is when you side in traps, you can Princess Sprite add Sanctum to hand,
yeah,
which I did one today. I did once on London. That was gross. And a warning and a strike. 5 traps going first. And the reason why you don't need more traps going first is your whole deck is full of traps.
Yes.
15 extra. 1 Synchro, 1 Ancient Fairy. This card was actually like okay. I told you it gets way better when Link Revo comes out.
Yes.
Because like you can't conduct your battle phase, so that actually screwed me a few times because I needed to like summon the one from hand that could go off. But battle phase is so important right now in Yu-Gi-Oh, especially because of the God card in the mirror. Then for Xyz, 1 Baguska. This card's game and mirror match, and it's also really good against magicians, which I did do once. Princess Sprite, Lyrilustic, and Dullahan. These cards are good. I actually game someone with this. I search a D-Crow, always throw one with this, and this is just an extender, right? You want to keep your quick fixes engraved so you can keep going off. Links. 1 Ib, 2 Proxy Dragon. I think I should have played 2 Ib, because Ib is really big, and people told me before the event I should play the Spellcaster's Village with it, but I thought it was like a little too gimmicky. But going forth, I'm going to play 2 Ib and I'm going to side as Spellcasters. So guys, watch out for that. And then 2 Double Helix. You have to play 2. Actually 3 came up once for my opponent, not me, because he extended too much, like I said. And once they Reaper this, if they Reaper it when you're playing at 3, you lose 3 cards in your extra, which is so crucial to the game state, right? So that's why I only decided to play 2. And then I played 2 Link 3s, 1 Guy Saber and 1 Decode. Decode's really good. What's really gross is you can make this against magicians when they have the trap. You can get a quick fix pointing to it, and an agent. You go battle phase, swing over their Baguska. They're gonna chain their trap. When they activate the trap, target their Decode. You chain Decode, tribute the thing, tribute your quick fix, summon the quick fix back, main phase 2, go off.
Yeah.
So that's really gross. And then the best cards are 2 Firewall and a Barrel Load. People do not know what this card does. Every time in the mirror match, I'm like, okay, effect to bounce, chain effect to summon. Because you can go like chain link 1, chain link 2, right?
Yeah.
So I would always make fat boards with this, and this.
Yeah.
And that's almost game in the mirror match. And I always held Sleeper, because you don't need to drop it. If you're dropping this, and this in the mirror match with a bounce, you're winning that game.
Yeah.
So that's it for the extra.
Alright, Dylan. So that's pretty much it for the deck profile, man. Thank you so much and congratulations on coming first. Do you have any shout-outs you want to give?
I do, yeah. So I got a shout-outs to my boy Knock. Shout-outs to Game Nation. Shout-outs to Ray. Shout-outs to Sosa. Shout-outs to Mark, Anthony, Pyatt, and Gail. Shout-outs to Feeder McFeederson. Shad. You'll get there one day. And shout-outs to Potato Man, Jesse, and all of Game Nation. And then shout-outs to Benny Grossman and Dominic Rasso for letting me use a Firewall. And just in the future, guys, I recommend taking out the 2 double summons and playing Gofu, because the mirror match is going to get a lot more popular. And going second in the mirror match, you can summon a Gofu and then make a Ningirsu, tribute a quick fix it points to, and get rid of their sleeper that's untargetable.
That's really good.
Yeah. So thank you so much for the deck profile, guys.
Alright, awesome. Sam from TeamSamuraiX1 Sam signing out. Alright, guys. Peace.
Friends of the family, yeah. Do it for the friends of the family. Who else? Friends of the family, yeah. Do it for the friends of the family. Friends of the family. Do it. You don't know them, you don't know me, damn.